This episode of the What's Happening Delco podcast is sponsored by Delco Meets for Business. Check us out on Meetup at Delco Meets, the number 4 business, and attend one of our incredible networking events. Be sure to register, and we'll see you there. What's happening, Delco? I'm Rich Shane, and welcome to the What's Happening Delco podcast. Today, I'm joined by Amani Jackson of Royal Blush Bar. Amani, welcome to the podcast.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you
This
for
is
letting
our
me be here.
special Christmas episode. We are in the midst of Christmas right now, and hopefully, people are taking the time from their festivities and gift opening and family stuff and friend stuff to listen to Amani Jackson and Royal Blush Bar. And Amani, what is Royal Blush Bar?
Well, happy holidays to everyone. So, Royal Blush Bar is a luxury mobile bar trailer and a mobile bar company. And we are built on the belief that true luxury is the absence of worry. And what we do is we create handcrafted bar experiences for weddings, corporate events, special occasions, just turning those moments into memories through intentional services, presentation, and hospitality.
True luxury is the absence of worry.
Absence of worry.
Is that
Absolutely.
can I quote you, or is that quoting somebody else? I love that.
Well, if you look up the definition of luxury, luxury is having excess of things, glitz and glamour, but it's also about, having the luxury of no worry about anything, right? Because you have you have everything, access to a lot of things. So when it comes to the absence of worry, what we're doing is removing the worry of what kind of cocktails do I need to serve, or am I going to start on time? Things of that sort that a lot of hosts have to delegate. We want to take that worry away from them and give them the luxury of being able to enjoy their guests.
How did all this get started for you?
Sure. So I bartend for about over 20 years. And during that time, I had many experiences where the owners weren't really receptive to feedback. And that's whether it was from myself, from other bartenders, or their customers. And these are the people who are coming in and giving the experience for the owners, but also they're coming here for an experience. And that was something that definitely was disheartening. And then also, I was also the bride who planned her own wedding. And that was a nightmare. I didn't really get to enjoy myself because the tables weren't set up correctly, the linens weren't placed properly. The caterer, who was a friend of mine, was late. So it was just so many things that it was just terrible. Where if I would have took the time to just invest in an event planner, it would have just saved me everything, you know? So that is how we became. I just wanted to create something, a service that truly listens, delivers quality, and values people.
Are you saying that if you had a perfect wedding, the reception and anything and everything went off without a hitch, Royal Blush Bar never would have gotten started?
Well, I'm not saying that, but that definitely put a lot of fuel to the fire.
What can people expect? What can your clients expect when they work with you?
Well, they can get from me clear communication, professionalism, and a personalized service. So, not all events are the same event. Each person has their own needs, their own values, their own vision. So, I can give you a quote for bartender and two signature cocktails, but you might want to, have a theme. It might be tropical, so we want the drinks to match what the theme is, or what the celebration may be where you guys met. So just listening to what people need is what's going to be best when it comes to giving its intentional service.
Talk about some of the events you do: weddings, Birthday
Yeah.
parties, what are some of those ideas that people can think of where you'll fit in perfectly for their event?
Wow. I can go on. So we have an array of services and products. So we have a Royal Blush Bar, which is our trailer. We can use that for many occasions. I've done corporate events. We've done things at the Navy Yard. We do weddings, special occasions. We did recently. We did a celebration of life, where they were celebrating someone who has been gone for some time, but they were just memorizing them, and they invited us out, and they had another food truck out there. So a lot of times our services do align with food trucks because that's become very popular nowadays, having those pop-ups. Saves on cleanup, just makes things a little more simpler and a little more fun too. Um, so the trailer is 16 foot, so it's best placed for places like if you're having an event at a vineyard, a farm, backyard if there's plenty space, or a park. We also have our Royal Blush Academy of Spirits and Wellness. That's our educational branch. We offer mixology classes, team building sessions for corporates, alcohol responsibility workshops for colleges and community colleges and universities. Even if you just want to do like a girls' night out, guys' night in, we do intimate parties as well too. So, and we're going to also introduce our newest edition. I know I'm saying a lot.
No, I love this. There's so much here that you're creating ideas for me, and you're most likely creating ideas for the listener now that we're looking at 2026. Lots of things to do,
Yeah.
put on our calendars, and make our events special. What's this new edition?
So we are introducing our slushy cart. It's the slush bar, where we feature our house-made slush bases. We can have them with or without alcohol. We've done kid parties and pool parties with this. Perfect for warm weather, events, festivals, fundraisers, anywhere people want refreshing cool beverages.
Now I've got to ask, what's the slushy flavors? What's on the menu for slushy flavors?
So we do, typically we have the blueberries, peach, we do like strawberry, things of that sort, but then we can start having a little fun with things too. But then again, that's based off of if you want to do a theme. So, we had did the Elmo thing. Some people just wanted to do like soda floats. So, we do root beer floats and things of that sort. So we can definitely tailor to whatever the occasion is. But we do have our own signature bases, which can be, if you reach out to us, we can go over that, send over the information and things of that sort.
You're creating that. I need to talk to Amani. I got to find out what the signature base is. Some of your signature cocktails, what do you like to enjoy? What do you like to make? What are some of the things that when you think about a cocktail, and maybe it's seasonal? Right now, this might be somebody thinking about, hey, New Year's. What kind of cocktail can I make for New Year's? So I threw a lot of questions at you at one time. Pick one or pick them all.
Well, particularly when it comes to like seasonal and things of that sort, I try to go off of what's easily accessible because we do use local, we source locally. We go to the produce junction, we go to ShopRite and get our ingredients. So we try to use what we have access to that's also going to be affordable, So we try to make sure that we're tailoring to one, what's easily accessible, two, what's going to be based on a theme, and three, what's going to be most well received. So we want try to stay away from things that people are most allergic to because we are serving like a larger crowd as well too. So we keep those things in mind when we are focusing on, picking ingredients for special occasions.
What's your favorite spirit to work with, to make a cocktail out of? What do you gravitate towards?
Hmm. Well, I'm a sobriety warrior. So, but at the time when I did indulge, I was a whiskey girl and then later became a tequila fan. So, typically when I do make things, those are my two main go-tos because that's what I, favored at some time. So, tequila, right? Over the summer, we started working on doing savory cocktails. And the most popular cocktail that we did, this was our new addition, was the backyard pineapple margarita. And so what we did is we grilled those pineapples, we smoked them, and then we infused that flavor into our mixer. And then that's when we made it as a margarita. And when I say that was our best seller, we did a festival out in Carlisle, PA. This was the Caribbean Festival. They have this every year. And they invite us out there and we do mocktails and we sold that and that was the talk of the whole block party. And so, we introduced that to our clients, people who were potentially trying to hire us, and they loved it. So we served it at almost every event that we did this summer. So we definitely want to have that next year because that was very popular.
All right, Pete Ritchie of Solstice Media, he does a little thing called Margarita Mondays, and he
Mm,
creates a margarita every Monday. I think
mm.
he needs to collaborate with you, Amani, so you can add that to his Margarita Monday special broadcast. And I think that would be a lot of fun and a lot of great collaboration. When you said something very important, you're a sobriety warrior. So when I think of that and what you offer with Royal Blush Bar, you can also offer mocktails and you have a sense of ingredients and what you're making. Talk about that side of what you offer with your business with Royal Blush Bar.
Yeah, sure. So, not only people that are practicing sobriety is becoming more popular, which is great. You also have people who are trying to limit how much alcohol that they are intaking nowadays. People also are more conscious about the type of alcohol because of how much sugar is in it, how much processed things are in there, color and things of that sort. So we take that into consideration when we are crafting our mocktails, and we definitely push offering mocktail options. We include that actually when you get a package of ours that include two signature cocktails, you will get the mocktail version of that as well too. It's always best to have mocktail versions at any occasion that you have. You want to have children there, you want to have elderly there, people who are taking medicine, some people might have to just go back to work afterwards. So it's always good to offer mocktails. But yes, they are very popular, and this is not your grandmama's Shirley Temples, like we're past that. We are past those things. This is past just putting soda together and then calling it something. We're getting a lot more creative when it comes to mocktails, being very intentional about those. So, yeah, I think that, we also have our cocktail Instagram page is Royal House at Royal House. That's ROYALHAUSS. That features any of our cocktails and other people cocktails as well too. So you can check that out to see what we have to offer as well.
As a business owner, you're creative, you have a lot of inspiration that you provide, and along the way, who's mentored you, who's inspired you, who's given you the knowledge that you now get to share with people with the classes you do and the events that you help create and make memorable.
Well, that's a team, a wealth of people actually from I went to mainline bartending school, so definitely that helped, catapult things. But I picked up knowledge along the way from working at many bars throughout Philadelphia and Delaware County. I also worked with the PLCB, where we did spirits class. Now, I'm just going to tell people, working at the liquor store has some perks, okay? It's they give you wealth of knowledge that costs thousands of dollars. Wine classes, if you want to be a sommelier like that, that's you spending some money for those courses. And you get these courses for free. And I took advantage of the spirits classes. I did all the way up to intermediate, and then wine, I was working my way up to master. I wanted to be a wine specialist there at the PLCB at the liquor store. But however, I resigned in 2017 due to COVID happening. Everything was shutting down. We were essential workers there. So, yeah, but I don't want to get off track, but just saying that, you know, everything all the past experience that I've had has taught me enough to where I'm able to give that back when it comes to my clients and when it comes to being an instructor, teaching the kids at the college. We just did a workshop at Dickinson College over the weekend where we did mocktails. They loved it. So yeah, and I still have a lot more to learn. I still have a lot more to learn. You have other people out here like Renee with Party Host Helpers and, other event planners that I know as well too. Like they offer wealth of knowledge as well too. So yeah, I listen and I copy sometimes, and turn those into my own, inspiration. I'm inspired by everything around me.
You mentioned your Instagram site. How do people connect with you? How do they find you to create that most special event that they're looking to have, or some of these classes?
Yeah, so it's funny. A lot of people really are on social media, but I swear, if those people that I need to reach weren't on social media, I wouldn't be on there. I'm going to tell you that now. It's a nightmare working with social media because I'm my own marketing. But however, people really actually contact us through our website, and also through word of mouth. That's where we are now. But we're building up our profile on Instagram so we can showcase, what we have to offer. And people can see for themselves, oh, wow, there's a workshop or she did this and did that. So yeah, they can definitely check out our social medias at Royal Blush Bar on all channels, or just visit our website or just call me. You can just call me. The phone number is listed as public. You'll get me directly, and whatever. Let's just give me a call and let's see what I can offer you.
All right, let's make it easy for the listener. What's your phone number and what's the website?
Phone number is 445-247-6288. The website is www.royalblushbar.com.
Amani, you're heading to one of your events and you have a convenience store need. Where are you stopping? Wawa or Royal Farms?
Wawa.
What's your go to at Wawa? What are you stopping for?
Well, I'm stopping for gas. I'm stopping for Twisted Knot Donut, the glazed one, and possibly the chicken salad wrap with the blue cheese dressing and a ginger ale.
Nice. How do you describe Delco to someone who's never been here or has not heard of Delco before?
Well, I can tell people that Delco is a small little gym, and Delco represents people who are resilient, creative, and supportive.
I love that. You have friends or family coming in from out of town and you want to give them or take them to that Delco experience. Where are you sending them or where are you taking them?
Well, so it depends on what they want to do. Like if they just want to go hang out or, go to a movie, I'll send them over to like Springfield Mall. Because they have all of that right in one place. And they are starting to come back alive in the shopping, the in person shopping experience. So I would send them out that way. I don't really do anything further than that.
Cool. We're doing some shopping. We're hitting a movie, maybe a restaurant.
Shopping, movie,
All right.
yeah.
And obviously we're going to go for either some cocktails or mocktails because that's right up your alley, right?
That's right. It's right up my alley.
Amani, is there anything we haven't spoken about today? Anything you want listeners to know more about you or more about Royal Blush Bar?
Well, I just want to let people know that it's important for us to stay connected with our community because we not only source locally with our ingredients when, making our cocktails, but our team is also local. So hiring us, you're hiring your own. You are putting back into your own community. And that is our focus, is to make sure that we are building an ecosystem within our community. Giving back. It's not about just working and making money. Of course, I want to make money, but also I want that to reflect in my community. That's very important to us.
Outstanding. Amani, thank you so much for your time today on the podcast. Thanks for being a friend of What's Happening Delco. If you're listening now, go check out the social media, see what Amani's doing, the cocktails she's making, the events that she's helping to make just so special. You got your finger up there. What are you saying? What's one more thing?
One more thing is I just want people to know that it is important to support local small businesses, not only just myself, but around Delco, period. It's easy to support by sharing their story, liking their story, and talking about their story. And that's what I just want to share with everyone.
Share, like, comment, support. Amani, we are so grateful for your time today. Can't wait to see at one of those events, one of your classes. And hey, everybody, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, it's Rich. Thank you so much for being a listener to the What's Happening Delco podcast. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to learn more about the people and businesses in our community. I have been a real estate agent for over 25 years, working with first-time home buyers to last-time home sellers. As a listener of the podcast, my gift to you is a complimentary 1-year American Home Shield home warranty. This is for buyers and sellers that I help. If you're looking to move anywhere in the United States, I have you covered with an amazing network of real estate agents. I look forward to hearing from you. My direct line is 215-313-3777, or you can email me at rshaneremax@comcast.net. Oh, by the way, I am never too busy for any of your referrals.